Hey Pokemon fans, it's J-Wittz here in LA for E3 2013. And while the official event hasn't started yet, Nintendo's Nintendo Direct event had a ton of Pokemon information, and alongside the new trailer that was just released, I actually have a lot of exciting stuff to talk about that I'd like to share with you guys, even before Nintendo does their big 90-minute exclusive developer Q&A interview later today. So let's check out some of the new announcements. First and foremost, the fairy type, long rumored to be an actual one, has finally been confirmed, especially for Sylveon, the evolution whose type nobody seemed to know for a couple of months even. In addition to revealing a few new fairy type Pokemon attacks, the fairy type is confirmed to be super effective against Dragon, and a few previous Pokemon will be converted over, at least in part, to the fairy type, including Jigglypuff, Marill, and Gardevoir. And I would be absolutely shocked if Pokemon like Clefairy and Snubbull, who actually are fairy-type Pokemon just by their description, were not included in this new type as well. I will admit, I'm pretty surprised that Fairy is an actual type. I was kind of thinking it was going to be Light or something like that. But I'm even more surprised that they're going back and adding Fairy to a few old classic Pokemon. They haven't done anything like this since the only time in the series they've added new types with Dark and Metal in the second generation. And that was over a decade ago. But the new Pokemon type wasn't the only big announcement. In fact, kind of swept under the rug are two completely new Pokemon that didn't get a formal introduction yet. Vivillon and Noveurn. Vivillon seems like another butterfly or moth type Pokemon, and Noveurn kind of looks like a gargoyle but with speakers on his head? I don't know, what do you guys think? And the final big announcement comes in the form of Pokémon. Doesn't really roll off the tongue, but I'm actually really excited about it. So have you ever just seen a Pokemon who was so cute you just wanted to pet it? Well, now you can. And what seems to be a combination between Nintendogs and Pokemon, these games will allow you to sort of interact with your creatures one-on-one by petting them, doing tricks with them, feeding them, the same way you would with a Nintendogs game. But now, with a huge roster of over 600 different creatures that you can play with one-on-one, it actually seems really exciting, and I can't wait to see more of what they do with it. Ever since the anime, when Brock decided that he just wanted to be a Pokemon breeder instead of a Pokemon battler, I thought it would be really cool if they implemented some kind of feature like that within the games. They've had contests, but now it looks like they finally have the kind of caring and feeding that Brock used to do in the anime within the games themselves. Anyway, that's everything that they've shown so far for the Nintendo Direct Pokemon announcement and then the following trailer that they released. And I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about the Sylveon type, about Pokémon, or about the two new Pokemon that were released? We've already got a ton of news that I'm not handled to deal with. But later today, I will also be trying to attend that 90-minute session, a Q&A developer questionnaire with the Pokemon developers themselves. It's going to be huge, and I'm hoping to bring a lot more news to you guys later today. But for now, just allow this current new news to digest within your systems before we get overloaded once again. Thanks for watching, and I hope to bring you guys a lot of exciting E3 announcements.